Okay, they say wakili apikwa. Here is apikwa. You know you can lose a case even before you get started. We do a very good example from a recent decision by Justice Mwamuye, Judge of the High Court, by a petition filed by the Rastafari Society of Kenya. So the petitioner here, they sought to challenge certain provision of the Narcotic Drugs and Physiotropic Substances Act for violating certain provision of the Constitution, including Article 27, 28, 31, 32, and 36 of the Constitution. Basically, they wanted that the society or the religion, Rastafari religion, to be exempted, society or the religion, Rastafari religion, to be exempted to use cannabis for purpose of meditation and prayers. Now, Justice Mwamuye, in his wisdom, he framed three issues for determination. Number one, whether the local remedies available were exhausted by the petitioners. Number two, whether their rights were violated. Number three, whether those violations were justified. Now, I'll start with the two final issues, issue number two and number three. Whether their rights were violated, Justice Mwamuye found that actually their rights are not violated because it's not a central requirement for use of cannabis in prayers or meditation, that you cannot go without it during prayers. Actually, Mwamuye found from the witness testimony that you can actually meditate or pray without actually using cannabis. So the second issue was dismissed, and so was the third issue, because the judge found that actually the state has a responsibility to ensure public safety and mental health of the society, and therefore it was justified to do what? To limit private use, cultivation, and circulation of cannabis in the society. Let's come to the first issue, which is very important to this analysis. The first issue was whether local remedies were actually exhausted. And you remember, I started by saying you can lose a case actually before you get started. Now, how did the Rastafari Society lose this case before even starting? Justice Mwamuye said the local remedies available were never exhausted. Number one, why? The Rastafari Society did not seek to be, exempted either by being licensed by any board that has been established under the Narcotic Drugs and Physiotropic Substance Act, or even getting, license from a board established under the Pharmacy and Poison Act. So this critical step, according to the justice, was important to the extent that the society ought not to have approached the court before exhausting. In this case, we find that one can lose a case, number one, by not first considering the jurisdiction of a court. Number two, by maybe delaying the matter to the extent that when it's filed to a court, they have already lost it because of they are barred by what we call limitation of time. So, number one, what you need to know is there's a very important step you have to consider before filing a case. And to do this, you first need to find a competent advocate, a competent lawyer, a professional to identify these requirements and steps, whether the court has jurisdiction, so that you don't lose a multi-million case because you file a case in a wrong court or a court without jurisdiction. Number two, you don't lose a very important case or a multi-million case because you never exhausted all available remedies before approaching the court. Number two, you've delayed. You either approach the court or seek legal advice to the extent that now the time available for filing a case has been exhausted. Now you abide by time limitation. Now you cannot proceed. It's very important. That's why we say that wakili equipment, be guided, and this is the law.